Hey guys, my name is Liana. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you basically a tour of my makeup collection and how I store everything. So if you would like, just stick around and we'll get into it. Also, I did film this little tutorial here. It will be coming very soon. So here in this cupboard is where I have all of my makeup. It's kind of underneath some clothing I have, which is very messy because I have too much. So I have it all stored in here, so it's a very nice, dark, cool, dry place, and nothing's going to get too humid or anything in here. It's a very good corner for it, whereas sometimes in a bathroom, things can get kind of moist and hot. And so let me pull things out and we can kind of discuss things. So first things first, I have this mug that I use for my brushes. I have a whole video up on my channel that I did for my brushes, and I can link that below. I have a few new additions, like this Wet n Wild crease brush, which is very nice, and it even has a little ergonomic handle with a little divot. But most of these brushes are the same as in that video. So again, I'll link that below. This is a really cute mug. It says love at first bite. It's not makeup related, but it just, mugs are really a very standard way to hold on to makeup brushes because they can carry so many, and they're usually really affordable. If you go to like a dollar store or wherever, you can get them for a very good price. So these are all the foundation samples that I currently have. My friend Cindy in New Jersey sent me a bunch, and then I have a bunch from Sephora in here, and I just keep them in little bags inside of this padded envelope. And yeah, that's where all the foundation samples are. As you know, I usually do foundation samples, or foundation videos rather, about 4 to 6 weeks, every 4 to 6 weeks. The next one I'm doing is the Cover FX foundations. I'm doing both the natural oil-free foundation as well as the Power Play foundation. So I'm doing 2 wear tests with each one and compiling it into one giant video. So stay tuned for that. I do have a couple of eyelash curlers, however, they're both very cheap and neither one of them has worked out for me. So this is a really cheap one from e.l.f., which I did mention in my yearly roundup for 2017. It's just their mechanical eyelash curler, which comes with a replacement pad, and basically it does nothing. People on there were saying that they would buy it just for the little replacement pad that you get because that's cheaper than going out and buying them separately. So yeah. And then I found this one at Winners. This is by Beautopia, which I've never heard of. And it's like a really weird one. I'll open it up. This one also comes with a replacement pad. And this one you kind of flip it down like this, and then it goes like that, which took me a while to figure it out. Like, what the hell is this? But again, it does nothing. It's actually even worse than the e.l.f. one. Yeah, and the thing with these ones too is that they not only do they not curl the lashes for me, but they don't fit my eye shape. They don't reach my outer lashes, which are the ones that I have the most difficulty with in terms of curls. So they're just a waste of money. Not that I spent a lot on these, but still a waste. Do you guys remember caboodles? Caboodles! This is an old caboodle that I used to store nail polish in, and now I have miscellaneous eye products in here, mainly liquid eye products and a few mascaras. So let's open it up. You can see in here I have a bunch of different things. I have for mascara a mini Too Faced Better Than Sex, which I did a wear test on that. in comparison with this Annabelle Big Show Electro mascara. They both have their issues, however, this one really hurts my eyes, so I prefer this one just because of that. I haven't tried this one yet. This is an Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. They have so many different Lash Princesses that I wasn't sure which one was considered good. So I just picked this one up based on the brush, which is kind of that curved wand, kind of like the roller lash from Benefit, or the Annabelle mascara that I really like, but which seems to be discontinued. So I thought I would pick it up and give it a try, but like I said, I haven't opened it yet. I'm sure you'll see me use it and talk about it in a video at some point. And this is an Essence Vibrant Shock Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. And does it have a shade name? Be Fun and Lila. So this is just like a metallic purple that you can put in your eyebrows or eyelashes. And I don't find that it shows up all that well, but it's kind of fun. And I'm wondering if maybe if I took some of the product off on a little brush and kind of went over my lashes, if I'd be able to notice it a bit better. It was just a couple bucks. I thought it would be fun. You can maybe kind of see that there's glitter in there if I kind of rotate it. Yeah. This is my e.l.f. glitter primer. Actually, this actually has a little shade name on it. It says that it's in the shade Sheer, so this might come in a different selection. I'm not sure, but this is a very tacky primer, and it does make for a good base if you're using like glitters or really metallic shadows. This is good. I have 4 different Stila shadows. I have a full size. This is in Diamond Dust, which I'm sure you've seen me use a few times now. It's just a silver glitter. It doesn't really, like, I don't think there are too many different other colors in there. It's basically just silver. And then I have a set of minis that were very reasonably priced, I thought. This is Kitten Karma Rose Gold Retro, which is kind of a peach, and Smoldering Satin. Now these two, Kitten Karma and Smoldering Satin, are definitely very similar. You don't need both in your collection. Smoldering Satin is just the tiniest bit more taupe, and Kitten Karma just has a few more shimmers in it, a few more colors in the shimmer. So yeah, I definitely don't need both, but it was just nice to have a few different colors to try. I also have an Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter liner. This is in the shade Pyro, and this is just a lot more fine in terms of the glitter chunks. It's because it doesn't have a paddle or anything. It has a tiny little brush tip, like an actual liner, and the glitters are just very small. So if you want something that's a lot more fine, then you can use something like this. Liquid liners, I have quite a few. I have this LA Colors liquid liner. I don't know if it's called anything other than that. Nope, it's just the LA Colors liquid liner, which I got for a grand total of $1 at the Dollar Tree. I have 2 of these Annabelle brush tip eyeliners. This one is in greige and this one is in white. I've used them in several videos now. And this one is a pen eyeliner by NYX. This is the That's the Point Hella Fine eyeliner. And this is a felt tip. And, well, I had been looking for the Epic ink liner, and I can't find it in any of our local Shoppers Drug Marts or Rexalls. In order to buy it, I'm going to have to either buy it from the NYX website or go to the NYX store, which is pretty far away from here. And I'd hate to have to do that just for one item, so I settled on buying this. And it's just so hard to control. It really is. Let me swatch it for you. Like, it is definitely very fine, okay? But it's, when you're, I think you can see right there that it's bleeding. And It's very liquidy. It's almost too black, so when I'm trying to control it, I can't. It just comes out all at once. And it's like, even though I'm using the lightest touch, it looks like I'm using a very heavy hand. And I don't like that. For actual eyeliner pencils, I only have two right now. I have this Maybelline Lasting Drama. This is I think it's a gel. Yeah, it's a gel pencil. And this is in the shade Cashmere White. And then this is a little deluxe size sample of the Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil in I-24. This is very, very smooth. This one is hard to sharpen. I don't know why. It's just difficult to sharpen. And it goes on well if you're just swatching it, but as soon as you put it on your eyes, it can be a little bit difficult to build up the color and make it very opaque. So there's that. And finally, we have eyebrow products. I'm working on getting rid of this. I can't sharpen the actual color anymore, so I just have a little bit left of the wax. This was the No Cosmetics No Bare Brows in Universal Taupe, which I have mentioned many times and used many times. It is very, very waxy, but the color is very nice. This is the Annabelle Cosmetics Skinny Brow Liner in Universal Dark, which I'm not a huge fan of, but will use up because I spent the money on it. This is the Mariposa Auto Eyebrow Pencil, which was also from the Dollar Tree. It's a pretty good color. It is very creamy and pigmented, so you have to use a very light touch. Sometimes I actually take my eyebrow brush and just take a little off the tip and use it like that. And this is the Essence Make Me Brow in Brownie Brows, which is kind of cool because it has actual little fibers in there that look like hairs. And you can use it on its own or over top of other products. This is the big box that I store the majority of my makeup outside of big palettes in. And so we're going to take a look at that now. And then we'll save the palettes and foundations for last. So this is the topmost drawer, and this is definitely primarily face-oriented stuff. So I had this kind of like closed off in a little box, which I just kind of cut open from a little Sonia Kashuk brush set, I think it was. I have this little Kat Von D mirror from a 500-point perk, and that's the hand mirror I use in all my videos. I have this Annabelle Perfect Glow highlighter. I have some setting powders here. This is the e.l.f. HD translucent powder in sheer. This does come in more than one shade in case this doesn't work for you. This is a deluxe size Kat Von D Lock-it powder. This is just her regular setting powder, not her tinted under eye powders. This is my color switch. So you just rub your brushes in there and it gets rid of some of the pigment if you're wanting to switch between colors. And the rest of these are blushes. So this is a Mariposa blush from Dollar Tree. This is the Tarte blush from last year's birthday set, which I just hit pan on, folks. Right in there. If for some reason it comes away more from the sides than anywhere else, so you can see there's a huge dent in there. And pan. That took me 10 months. This is an e.l.f. cream blush in Rose Royalty. This is part of their Beautifully Bare line. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals, which I use as a blush or blush topper because it's too dark for me. I wanted Blossom Glow, but they never sent me the right color. And that's Well.ca's fault, not Wet n Wild's fault. And this is an e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral, which I really don't like the formula of. It's a pretty color, but I'm trying to use it up. And I think I'm probably getting close to hitting pan somewhere just because you can see that the pan is getting thinner. So maybe at some point. And over here I have my sort of liquid face products. So this is the Tarte Brighter Days Highlighting Moisturizer. This is just a deluxe sample, which I either use all over the face or just to sort of target my cheekbones as a liquid highlighter, because it is good for that. And this I'm almost done. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer, which is a silicone primer, so if I want to wear a silicone foundation, then I use that. This is a Nude by Nature Perfecting Primer, which is a water-based primer, and this is a deluxe sample that Chick Advisor sent me for free as part of their product review club. So anybody can join that. It's not like a PR thing. And this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. It's basically just a cream, but I do find that it disrupts makeup just because of how thick it is. Like I don't even know if it, there we go. I guess it's not necessarily thick, it's just that it's oily. And every once in a while there is like a chunk, you probably saw that. It's definitely very hydrating, it just disrupts makeup. This is a tiny little brush that my Nana had given me to use for whatever. Every once in a while, if I feel like I want to try and contour, I might use that. And this is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow Liquid Illuminator in Halo Goodbye. These are my two Kat Von D concealers in Whiteout and L1. This is the No Cosmetics No Dark Shadows, and wow, they have one other shade of this. This is the Annabelle Perfect Concealer in Fair, which it is not. And I just got this and haven't used it yet. This is the Essence Color Correcting Liquid Concealer. And it is, I believe it's just in the shade Pink. And so I'm going to use this once this is used up, because I think this will be a better shade for me. I have a few odds and ends for eyes in here. So I have a couple of smaller eyeshadow palettes here. This is the NYC Individualized palette in Pink Nudes. This is new to my collection. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in Tartelette. This is the Lise Watier Metamorphics drops. These can be used as a mixing medium. So if you're using loose eyeshadow or a foiled shadow that's pressed, you can just make this. You can just make those much more metallic, or you can turn them into eyeliner with this. I do have a couple of sharpeners here. This one is for eyes. And that's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is for lips. From Quo. This is an NYC brow powder. I had one of these before, and it got all busted up. The powder was everywhere, so I haven't touched this one. This is called the Browser Brush On Brow Kit, and this is in Brunette. It is kind of warm, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The wax is kind of icky, though. It is kind of icky. I wouldn't recommend the wax so much as the powder. These are some e.l.f. cream liners. This one is in Teal Tease, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. This one is good. The black one I tried the other day, and it was a mess. I actually refilmed that look because this was just slip sliding all over the place, and I don't know why. I'm going to see if I can swatch these for you. You might even be able to tell just by looking at them that there's a difference. See how shiny this is. And this, even though it has shimmer in it, it doesn't have that sort of shiny appearance. This is very oily and just smears everywhere. You don't really get the effect until you put it on your eyes. I'll show you a clip of the video that you won't see. You'll see the video I filmed today. But when I was filming using this, you can just see here how it was smearing up onto my lid out of nowhere. I was so confused. I think you can kind of tell I was just frustrated and kind of bewildered. And these are a couple of cream eyeshadows. These are their long-lasting, lustrous eyeshadows. This one is in Confetti, and this one is in Soiree. This one is a lot nicer than this one. This one's kind of chunky. This one is much more smooth. So definitely prefer this one over this one. And lipsticks, lip glosses, well, of course, you know I have a lot. I did do a lip swatch, well, technically a couple of lip swatch videos a while back on my channel. I will have gotten a few more products since then, kind of like my brushes, but I will link my lip swatch videos below. At the time, I wasn't really editing my videos because I wasn't feeling very well. So keep that in mind. They are very long. But it'll just kind of give you an idea of what these particular colors look like on a similar skin tone if you have a skin tone like mine. So I'll just start going through these and try not to kill you. Oh my gosh. This is the Annabelle and Haley Elsasser Outrageous Collection lipstick in Banana Yana, which is such a neat color. You can't get the full effect on camera. You really, really can't. This is one of my favorite colors. This is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in Sanctuary. I've been wearing this a ton. This is the Ciate London Glitter Flip in Fortune. It's really neat because there really is like a lot of glitter in there. This is the LA Colors lipstick duo. And this is in the shade Charmed, so there's a lip gloss here and a lipstick up here, and this is a Dollar Tree find. Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Nosferatu, but she spells it weird probably to avoid copyright claims. NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Moscow, which is a dark navy. This one I haven't tried yet. This is a Mariposa lipstick. A matte lipstick, and it doesn't have a shade name, but it's kind of red. NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Toronto. This was a part of a set. I think it was limited edition. NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Santiago. Again, I think this was a limited edition set. And I have some lip liners. This is the Wet n Wild Gel Pout Lip Liner in Sand Nudes. Funny. This is a Wet n Wild Gel Pout Lip Liner in Pink Electro, which goes perfectly with Backstage Bambi, and actually this one goes perfectly with Muñeca. This is a NYX lip liner in SPL 844. I don't think it has another name. Oh yeah, it does. Deep Red. My bad. And this one is Plush Red SPL 813. There's not much difference between the two, to be honest. I didn't know that. And this is a Bite Beauty Deluxe lip liner in 034, deluxe size lip liner. This is a Sephora Nano lip liner in Pure Pink. And that's it for lip colors. Lastly, I have this container storing all of my palettes and foundations, so we'll have a look at that. This is a Joe Fresh Illuminating Primer, and this is in the shade Pure Glow, so this is a really big one. It wouldn't fit in with my face primers and stuff in my box, so I just tucked it in here. I have the Ordinary Serum Foundation in 1.0 N. This is not a perfect match for me, but it's okay. You can see I've used it a little bit. It's actually starting to separate, I think. I haven't had it for that long. There, it should be okay. I think you just have to shake it up. Yeah, it's not the perfect color for me. Ideally, I need to add some white to it, but it is a nice finish for a foundation, and so I don't mind. I don't mind. I have the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the shade Pale. And these ones are very, very liquidy, even more so than the Ordinary. This is definitely pale enough. It's definitely pale enough. It's just too yellow, and so I like to mix it with something that's kind of on the pink side, like the next foundation I'm going to show you. This is the Bisutang Water Me Please Aqua Luster Concealer Roller BB Cream. Say that 10 times fast. This is very, very pale and very, very pink. So lately I've been mixing this and the NYX together in order to make something more neutral, which my skin tone is, even if it doesn't always look it on camera. I actually am quite neutral. So yeah, those two mix together really well. I also have a backup of it because at the new year, start of the new year, these were $5 each at Showcase. So I bought 2 of them and I just sent one to Arna, so I hope she likes it. These are just some samples from Puranata that I haven't quite used up yet. I've used up a couple of them, but not all of them. I really should get around to doing that. Maybe once a week I should use these, kind of like LS does with her samples. This is an LA Colors eyeshadow bold palette in Chic. This is again from the Dollar Tree. This is a really cute little palette that Igneous Cosmetics sent me with my order. It was just an add-on item for $1, and they put my name on it in purple. It can fit up to 7 eyeshadows, but right now I just have 2 little cheek colors. This is the NYX blush in HD blush in amber, and this is a highlighter. On the right there's a highlighter from the Toronto palette. This is the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, which is unfortunately limited edition, but it's so pretty. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is such a beautiful pastel palette. Lots of rainbow colors, very, very nice. And this is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Mine is definitely starting to look pretty well loved in some spots. I would say I'm pretty close to hitting pan on Tempera and Vermeer for sure. But yeah, this is a very nice warm toned palette. This is the Profusion lip palette in Rose. It's a high pigmented matte lipstick palette. My mom didn't want this, so she gave it to me. I haven't really used it all that much yet, so I can't really give you my thoughts on it, but if you want to maybe see me lip swatch it in a video, let me know and I'll do that for you. This was at Winners, by the way. I know in the US it's at Target. This is a Maybelline the Nudes palette, which my best friend Caitlin gave to me a couple of Christmases ago. This is a very basic neutral palette that I use a lot when I don't want to do anything too fancy, because I mean there are days when I don't want anything very colorful, and this creates like a really nice soft sophisticated look. I feel the colors are, I feel like the matte colors are a little bit better than the shimmers. The shimmers you have to use wet, and my only complaint is that the pans are, they sometimes unstick from the bottom and I have to push them back in. And I don't know why, but it's not a huge deal. I think the glue just isn't very strong. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Beautiful packaging. This is the first high-end palette I bought when I was getting back into makeup a few years ago. So this was July 2016, so around my birthday. And it is getting to be quite well loved too. This one is definitely at near pan. This one a little bit longer it will be as well. I've worn off the pattern on quite a few of these anyway. So I'm hoping that not much longer I'll hit pan on some of them. It still smells like vanilla. This is the Annabelle Eye Tech palette, which is fairly recent. I did a whole video on Annabelle Products. This has 2 cream shades at the very far left, and the rest are matte, satin, and glitter. Has a nice mix of tones in here. This actually reminds me of a new palette that Urban Decay are coming out with, only this Actually looks a little bit prettier than that, so I'm just saying. Oh, the shade, right? Oh, the shade. This is the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. Oh, look at that. It's hollow. It's hollow. The shades inside are not exactly hollow. They are just duochrome, but they're awesome. They're really, really cool. I love this packaging so much. And I use these, you can use these on eyes, face, or lips. They are lip safe, so they do look really cool on top of lipstick. And this is the Kat Von D Satan's Sinner palette. Again, the packaging, my god. And this is the inside. It's so big, it's hard to show you. But yeah, the only thing I don't like is the mirror. It's very cumbersome. I actually don't use the mirror when I'm doing my makeup. I hold a different mirror because these just kind of flap around. But yeah, I use this palette all the time. It's wonderful. I can't really complain. And this is my Z palette. Yes, it's a Z palette. That was before they were very rude to their customers online. And of course, palettes like these cost a lot of money, so. And it was a gift. So this is everything I currently have in here right now. Almost all of these are cruelty-free except for 2 colors, which were in Sephora gifts. This one and this one. So this is the Sephora eyeshadow in Aspen Summit, which was part of a gift probably back in 2010, I want to say. This is the Igneous Cosmetics eyeshadow in Quartz. This is the Igneous eyeshadow in pink, is it pink tourmaline? It's pink adventurine, that's my bad. This is the Clionadh Cosmetics Duochrome in Soul. I have a whole Clionadh Cosmetics tutorial and review. This is the Igneous Cosmetics eyeshadow in Marigold, Igneous Cosmetics in Pear. I have an Igneous review and tutorial coming soon. This is the NYX Kush, Hot Singles eyeshadow in Kush. This is Urban Decay Solstice. This is a Moon Dust shadow. This is NYX Hot Singles Addiction. This is Igneous Cosmetics. I want to say it's Taphite? Taphite? I don't know how to say that. This is NYX Hot Singles Arrogance. This is Igneous African Amethyst. This is NYX Hot Singles Ultraviolet. This is Clionadh Cosmetics Crystalline. This is Siren Noir Cosmetics Sparkle Motion. This is Igneous Cosmetics Lilac Quartz. This is Clionadh Cosmetics Filigree. This is Clionadh Cosmetics Fantasia. This is NYX Hot Singles in Flirt. This is Urban Decay Grifter, which I believe is discontinued. This is Piranha Blush in Dahlia. This is NYX HD Pro Refill in Taupe, which is different from the square one, I know. This is a deluxe sample of Urban Decay Fireball, deluxe sample of Makeup Forever 6P01, and these 2 poor little shades down here were from the NYX Toronto palette, which unfortunately got all messed up from me trying to pry them out of the foam, and then I had to repress them. So that's it. So that's everything. If there's anything that you saw in the video that you don't think you've ever seen me wear on camera and you would like me to use it, please let me know. I am planning a get ready with me very soon, so any products you see that you would like me to use, I will use in that video. And I hope you enjoyed this. I post Mondays and Fridays here on this channel, usually around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.